What's up guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel once again. My name is Dash Lifestyle. Kindly for watching me for the first time, remember to subscribe, like, share and also comment. So guys, in today's video I want us to watch this video from a Jamaican lady. She has come out and exposed modern day slavery in Caribbean. Not only in Jamaica, it is happening also in some countries in the Caribbean. They are still facing modern day slavery. So kindly guys, I want you to watch this video, then I'll be back with more comment.
Want to know, why is there modern day slavery going on in the Caribbean? I want to know, why is the Caribbean country allowing modern day slavery to go on? I want to know, why is the Jamaican government allowing corporations to come in to their country, allegedly to allow modern day slavery? Royalton Hotel, why are you treating your employees like this? Do you know? Happy wife, happy home. Royalton Hotel, your employees is a representation of you. Your bottom line is them. Royalton Hotel, I want to know, allegedly, if you have children, CEOs, if you have children, are you paying them $2 an hour? Restricting them from drinking water? Holding them from eating leftover food? Allegedly. There's no way you will do that. Even tooth fairy is expensive. If my child loses a front teeth, it's $5. A back teeth is $20. You don't know it's going up? So why are you allegedly paying any employee $2 an hour? $2? You wouldn't treat your children like that. Happy employee, happy productivity. That's the way the world works. Jamaican government, do better. You do better for your citizen. They put you there. Don't allow corporation to come into your country and treat your citizen like that. Caribbean country, do better. Not in 2024. Don't represent us like that. Corporation, do better. Happy employee, happy productivity. Water is nothing. Leftover food is nothing. There's so much pollution going on. Let them eat it. Happy, happy. That's what you want. So the Caribbean country, the government, do better for your citizen.
The over 40 men who gathered outside the gates of the Chinese construction company were adamant they have had enough following Wednesday's dismissal of a long-standing certified operator at the company with no pay.
We're here working from this project start, sir. I told 2 years now, and so continue to say we not good, we must go home. And they're underpaying we, say we are chaining, we must go home, and we don't good. So they're paying with $370 the operator them to dig down all this mountain. After they said we must go home, catch Jamaica no good. So what they are doing here?
His dismissal raised the tempo on the matter of alleged late payments and underpayment among the local workers who are said to do most of the construction work.
They will pay me $270 an hour, right? And pan the payroll when we get from a bigger head, they say $550. They will pay an hour up every operator. You understand? So they will collect half of that.
So the bigger heads who you get that from, did you point out that to him?
No, disclose. Can't do that. You understand? Keep that confidential.
The men lamented they work from morning till night on a shift lasting just over 12 hours and they have no health benefits and no overtime. They, however, complain disrespect and abuse is constant from their employers.
Some more Jamaica knows, so when you see this highway, don't feel like the Chinese build it, or we build it. Now me understand what slavery all about. Me now understand what slavery all about. I don't have no time for my family, you know.
By this, the workers were called to a meeting and the police were summoned. Following the meeting, tempers flared in the direction of the Prime Minister.
You know where life is stand up on a mall road?
White Mall.
White Mall. From 6 till 6:30. Yeah, you joke thing. Hey, Portia, sort out yourself. Them vote for you, say you're the mother. You understand? You got to care for people like our mother care for your baby. You ain't caring for nobody.
Workers insisted in the presence of the officers that no work will be done until Mr. Brody is reinstated and the wage and abuse issue is resolved.
Joke thing. Straight joke thing. You know what I mean? We go as individuals and big people. If we go talk to the Chinese them about the situation. And Chinaman gonna come and tell you, basically, if you don't want work, go home.
Yeah. Yes,
If you don't want no work, go home.
Right.
Because your rights doesn't matter.
10 signs you're still a slave. Number 1, land. If in your own country there are some places you're not allowed to go, some places you're not allowed to visit. If you're a farmer, you're not allowed to farm in some areas because they belong to one person. You're not allowed to fish in some areas or even just chill on a beach somewhere in your own country. You are still a slave because this cannot happen to a European in his own country. You cannot have a black man owning land or a beach in Europe and putting it out of bounds to Europeans themselves. It cannot happen. Why? Because they are not slaves. But why is it happening in your own country? You're being barred to even pass through. If you are found on that land, it is called trespassing in your own country. What does that mean? You are a slave. Number 2, if you cannot immigrate to Europe or America, but you have to have a visa, you are a slave. Because why do Europeans just come here without visas? They can just walk in like they're walking into a grocery store. But you have to have a visa. You know, in the apartheid days, in the colonial days, there used to be something they called a pass for you to visit places where Europeans lived, because Europeans lived in one area and natives, blacks, they used to call them natives those days, lived in another area. For you to visit those areas, even just the town center where you want to buy some clothes and stuff, you had to have a pass. If you are found in these areas where Europeans live and shop without a pass, you were punished by imprisonment. Today, the same thing is happening. You cannot go to their countries. You need a visa. It's the modern day pass. But they can come, just like they used to visit black townships. Anyhow, where natives used to live. They used to visit anytime they wanted to, without a pass. Just like they do today. They can come to your country anytime they want without a visa. You, my friend, are still a slave. Number 3, residential areas. If you live in the poorest part of town and other foreigners live in the poshest parts of town, you are still a slave. Because it cannot happen. Go to Europe. Who live in the poshest parts of town? It's the Europeans, the owners of the land. And who live in the shanty places? It's the immigrants. And how come when you immigrate from Africa, you go to Europe, you still live in the shanty places? Here at home, you still have to live in the shanty places just because you can't afford these places where they live? And what kind of... Man, look, man, I never looked at it this way. I'm also just surprised that as an African, I come from shanty places in my own town, and the best places, that's where Europeans live. I go to Europe and I see the same thing. I live in shanty places, maybe on the streets, and they still live in the posh places. So it's like I don't have land. Shit, I'm still a slave. Number 4, language. If you are a teacher and you forbid your pupils to speak their own language, you punish them for speaking their own language and you call it vernacular, and you force them to speak French or English in school, you, sir, are a slave. You are still a slave, because there's no way you can ban your children in their own land to say they can't speak their vernacular, their mother tongue, but they have to speak English when they're in the premises of the school, and allow a foreign language, an enslaving language, the one I'm speaking, by the way. Well, I'm speaking it because I want you all to understand what I'm saying, okay? Because if I speak my mother tongue, Kenyankore, you won't understand a thing, okay? So, Let's go with English. So you, sir, you are busy, and you, they call the monitor, the prefect. You're busy writing down names of us speaking their mother tongue. You are a good slave, my brother. Number 5, names. If your name is like mine, oh, man, I'm a slave. I've got an English name. If your name is English, Portuguese, Arabic, you've got a Chinese name and stuff like that, you, my sister, my brother, are still a slave. Because look around. Have you ever seen a Chinese with a name like Ikechuku? Or have you ever gone to United States or Europe and found a hospital called Kwame Nkrumah Hospital? Why the hell do we have Queen Elizabeth this, Prince Charles that hospital and stuff like that? We are still slaves. And number 6 and final, culture. If they come here and force you to abandon your own culture, the polygamy was legal in Africa. It's not legal anymore because we're using their laws, European laws. Polygamy brought dignity to our African women. It discouraged prostitution because there was no reason why someone should be a prostitute when she can get married, be second or third or fourth wife, have her own house and her own children and keep her dignity. But we abandon that and we go for monogamy. The rest have to be hoes so that when we go to the bars, we play with them. That's disgusting. This is a culture, a foreign one. And if you are still practicing monogamy, you are a slave, my brother. And look, if they still come into your country and tell you how to live your life, to say, no, you know what, you have to allow same-sex marriages and what, they don't go to the Arabs and tell them that. Why? Because they are not slaves. The Arabs are not. The Arabs don't even spend time sitting down and discussing this disgusting topic in their parliament, wasting taxpayer money discussing about two men humping each other. I mean, it's crazy. They cannot even do that. They can't spend the money. They can't even talk about it. Why are you forced to even talk about it? You spending taxpayer money on your judges to sit down and talk about this filth. You are still a slave.
So guys, I hope you have watched that video from our Jamaican sister, and also I've played for you another video from one of our African brother coming out and explaining to us how how you will know you are still a foreign in your own country. So guys, I want to react on First Lady, our Jamaican lady. She has come out and issue a complaint to the Jamaican government because she feels like the foreigners, the investors who are coming in their country, they are now taking advantage of them. You can imagine the foreigners that are coming in your country, they are building hotels and also they are employing the local people. After employing them, they are now paying them low wages. And also they are not respecting them, and that's why this Jamaican lady, she's coming out and send a warning and send a message to the government to help them by telling the foreigners to respect the Jamaicans, to respect the local people, to pay them how it's supposed to be paid. And also guys, I remember some times back I did a video of Jamaicans. They were complaining to a Chinese company, which the Chinese company, they were giving them a heavy job, and also they were not paying them good wages. They were paying them low wages, and also these people, they were not be given insurance. And you can see these people, they were working in a construction site. They were not be given an insurance, life insurance. And also these people, the Chinese people, they were not respecting these workers. And because of that, majority of the workers, they came together and complained to the Chinese company, which it was not paying them good wages, and also they were not respecting them. And for me, I can tell you that this is now the modern day slavery, which it is going on in some black countries, not only in the Caribbean, also here in Africa. Some of the African people, they are still facing modern day slavery, whereby the Chinese also, these people, the foreigners, let me just not talk about the Chinese, because I've had so many incidents with the Chinese people. The Chinese that are coming in our country, they are creating more jobs, and also they are employing our people. After employing them, they are not respecting them. They are calling them some names. They are calling us black people, we are stupid, we are monkey. We have come in your country just to get money, and we go back in there, and we go back in our country. Those are the Chinese, what they are doing. I've did also another videos of Chinese not respecting some of the African people. And also, guys, majority of Jamaicans, they have been complaining the foreigners, they are taking over their country. And yes, that is true. The foreigners, they are taking over their country. You know, in Jamaica, it is a mixed race country. So we have Chinese Jamaica, we have India Jamaica, we have white Jamaica, and also we have the black people. So the foreigners, the Chinese foreigners who are coming in their country, they are now taking advantage. They are now, you can go in Jamaica and you will see the big businesses, they are being owned by the Chinese people. The Chinese, they are importing the food. The Chinese, they are importing clothes. The Chinese, they are importing so many things in Jamaica. So this is tell you that it is like the Chinese, they are taking over Jamaica. And because of that, they are not now respecting the local people. They are treating them bad. And also, you have heard what our African brother, he has come out and say, if you are in your country and you are not accessing some of the parts, some of the things in your country, for example, in the beach, you cannot access the beach, and beach, it is a natural resource. It is supposed to be everybody's, he or she must access the beach because it is a natural thing, and also it is government resources, so it is free for you to access. But if you are in your country and you cannot access these beaches, which means you are still a slave. Yeah, that means you are still a slave. If you are living in your country and you will see the people who are living in a posh area, they are the foreigners, and the people who are living in the bad areas, you are the local people. That means you are still a slavery because they cannot allow you as the local to go and live in that area. This means that you are still a slave. These people, they are living well in your own country. Why are you not living well in your own country? So that one also, it must change. And for us black people, we need to wake up. We need to have our own country back. The things that these people, the foreigners, they are doing in the Caribbean, look what they have done in Haiti. They have managed to destabilize Haiti. The Asian people right now, they are fighting their country back. And that's why I keep on calling all the black countries in the Caribbean to come together, to unite, so that we can become strong. These people, they are usually taking advantage of us black people. You know the reason why we black people, we are still facing modern day slavery? It is because these people, they are seeing us as a stupid people. I did a video whereby a certain Chinese, he came out and called us black people, we are stupid because of one reason. He said that we are stupid because we black people, we cannot support our own race. We black people, we are known of supporting other races. And that it is true. We black people, we cannot go and shop in our fellow black store. We cannot support our fellow brothers to go higher. We as black people, if we have one of us, he has opened a big store, we are the ones who want to see him or her going down. And that's why we black people, these people, they are calling us as stupid people in the whole world, because we cannot support our own. And I cannot blame us black people, because during slavery, the colonizers, they came out and taught us that everything which it is bad, it is black. And they saw our color, it is black, and they associate everything bad with black, and everything which it is good, it is white. And that's why we black people, we cannot love our own races. But for me, I'm telling you, black people, we need to change that. We need to stop these people to brainwash us anymore. We want to come together. This modern slavery, which it is happening in some of the black country, it needs to stop. So kindly guys, I want you to share this video, to like this video, because when you like this video, according to the YouTube algorithm, it will reach to a lot of people, and YouTube will spread it to a lot of people. And also you can share it with your brother and your sister, so that they can know what it is happening in Caribbean and also in Africa. So kindly guys, thank you so much. See you on my next one, and a happy new year for those people who are watching me for the first time. This is 2025. God bless you.